There's a reason we're calling this Superstorm Sandy. It is not hyperbole. It truly is an amazing event. Flooding isn't the only concern from Sandy. We're also watching snowfall because Sandy mixed with a cold front to produce this. It's a blizzard, and it's a dangerous one. It's one of the reasons we have so much coverage that extends inland as well. CNN's Martin Savage is in Kingwood, West Virginia, about 100 miles south of Pittsburgh. And the snowfall there, I've been watching you all morning. It looks as though you're in the Rockies. What's the expectation where you are?
Well, actually, I mean, the expectation is anywhere from a foot. We've clearly got that already. You can just take a look. But it could be 2 feet, it could be 3 feet, depending on where you are in the upper elevations of the state of West Virginia. And right now, we're under a blizzard warning. Pretty easy to see why. It may look like fog, but this is actually heavy snow that's coming down. On top of that, we're also dealing with very strong winds. That's why we're under a high wind warning. And then if you can believe it, we're also under a flood warning. So it's a triple whammy here. And this snow is a really thick, heavy kind, which is the problem when you look up there, because you've got the high winds blasting into the trees. They're getting knocked about. These ones are doing okay, but we went down the road a bit, and it is very, very difficult driving. Plus the tree limbs are coming down. They're exploding, literally, the branches, and then cascading down with the snow. And that is just making it extremely dangerous to be out. It's dragging down the power lines. Power is out for the entire area here, and also for about 240,000 people in the state of West Virginia. So truly very difficult. But, you know, that's what's so amazing about this storm, is that yesterday you saw it coming ashore, the storm surge up in the mountains. This is what it looks like, and it's a full-blown blizzard all the way through today, maybe even through tomorrow, depending on what area of the state. Many of the roads impacted. I could go on, but you can see for yourself.
It's amazing,
Really
Martin. You know, look, you and I grew up in Canada, and there are a lot of communities that can handle snow like that, but you're in West Virginia. Do they have what it takes to clear that, let alone the flooding that's now possible?
Yeah, no, they do. I mean, these areas are accustomed to heavy snow. They just aren't accustomed to getting it, say, the day before Halloween. If you want to talk about any bright spot, and maybe we should, just to try to lift some people's spirits, there are a couple of ski resorts, including Snowshoe, which is a big one about 2 hours to the south. They actually plan to or think they can open. If they do, it would be about the earliest opening they have ever had. That's the good side of the storm, but otherwise it is predominantly bad, and here, getting worse, Ashley.
CNN's Martin Savage in the midst of a blizzard in the midst of a superstorm. Thank you.
On the campus of Appalachian State University, students bundled up on their way to classes. The cold blast that has brought strong winds and snow showers to the North Carolina high country has been a real shock to the system, where just last week some students were wearing shorts.
I've been running into people because I've just been like this the whole time. And we were just playing tennis this weekend up here, and it wasn't cold at all, and now it's freezing.
In Avery County, school was canceled after snow started falling overnight. The biggest concern is not just the snow, but the strong winds moving into the mountains. Already there are reports of power outages in Watauga, Avery, and Burke counties. Those winds are only expected to strengthen, sending some folks to the store to stock up on supplies for a system that may be just getting started.
We're not ready for it, but are you ready for the snow?
No.